pretty much this is how my attire and appearance and everything used to be. So these are all real things. I mean, these are all real old posts from Instagram back in 2018. I used to dress up like this. I used to travel solo, and it was all like a time when no one really understood me. And I think it's very important to this just cannot be stated enough that everyone goes through a phase in life when they feel like they're not understood enough. We are all coming from certain situations when we come from certain, come looking at certain things. We have been raised a certain way. We don't come with a manual, like Sanchari said. And as a result, we are not able to understand when someone is following a different career path. All through life, I have seen people walking in straight lines. I have seen people become, focus on school, after school, focus on college, be very clear, focus on getting career, and then after that get a campus placement, then go for a job. This is the linear path of success that everyone is telling me. I was going completely opposite against it. I still had no clue what I will do with my life, but I was subconsciously building a lot of strengths along the way. I built the skill of artworks, which I became with lots of practice, which I became very good at. This is one of the artworks that I had done, and one of my favorite artworks that I had done. So this is actual sketch with pens. I spent hours and hours. It didn't matter what happened in life, I would spend hours and hours drawing. And these are all some of the drawings that I had made back then. These are all me. So I still get a smile when I look at this, but I would spend hours and hours drawing, and in addition to building the skill of art, I was also building the skill of communication. I was building the skill of creating a following. I didn't back then, what I did not realize now is that these same skills which I was just doing for fun then, I'm now able to teach it to people for lakhs. Because this is what now people want to learn. Everyone wants to launch their business, everyone wants to launch their coaching career. People want to bring their potential out and create a following around it. But then again, back then, this is not anything that I had foreseen, nor anyone else in my family had foreseen this. Steve Jobs had said a very, very beautiful thing. You can never connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect it looking backwards. From that time, from being this lost and confused person, when lockdown came, I realized that now I have built a following up until now. I could somewhat start leveraging it. It was at this time I was in the most challenging phase in my life with 32 back papers 1 year back. Absolutely no idea where to go. But I started taking art classes. 3 years into it, my first session I started taking with 6 people, 3 people I taught for free. Now I have been able to, with help of Sanchari, I have been able to empower more than 20,000 people. You can never connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect it looking backwards. Am I a dancer now? Certainly not. But had I not been a dancer then, I would not have built the skill of confidence. From being an extremely introverted person, I now have the audacity and confidence to speak in front of a stage. I have the audacity to be able to coach people who are much elder to me. It's simply because of the confidence that I had built as a dancer. Now, did architecture really help me? Maybe not, but still, through architecture, I developed the important skill of patience. I had to spend hours and hours working on one project, several trial and attempts. So even though I am not an architect now, the architecture skills really help me in becoming a very patient person. I am not doing art full time, but neither am I teaching art full time. Over time, from teaching art, we started Ascension. from a Zen gym. Now we are coaching people create impact lifestyle, and we are teaching people how they can turn their passion to profits as well. But none of this would have happened had I just not taken the chance and done solo traveling and sketching along the road. It was the starting point of it. So, would I want to change anything in my past looking back now? Had I changed it, nothing of what is happening right now would not have happened. God knows, I would not even have been doing this. I would not have met Sincere, I would not have met Ritika, and this Parent Summit might not even have happened. I think it's very interesting how the universe works. So, the final idea that I want to leave you all with is that it is okay if your child seems lost. It is okay if your child seems confused. It is okay if they seem like they are not able to make a decision. I have changed my mind many times in the many years. First, from being a computer engineer, then to an architect, then to a dancer, then to an architect, then to an artist, and now this. But that is completely alright. Eventually, I think the most important skill that you can enable your child with is the ability to believe in themselves and the resilience to turn an idea that they have into reality. Because many people can also just say as a form of escapism. But the real thing is that if Sanchari spoke about Nirvan's parents who invested into his passion. As much as possible, try to invest into your kids' passion so that they are with the right mentors who can help them in the way that they want. Even with our best intentions, we might not have the right necessary qualifications to help our child. And I think it's very, very important to understand that just having good intentions is not necessarily is not all that is required. I think the right mentorship and skills is also important, right? And that is why the work of a coach is really, 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 really beautiful. Just as much as you invest into your child, keep investing into your growth so that your mind also opens up. So Ritika is offering this amazing bundle with it's just 999 rupees. It's literally nothing, less than what you would spend on one meal. It's literally nothing. But as you invest into yourself, your mind opens up, and as your mind opens up, you start seeing newer perspectives, which can in fact help in the nurturing and raising of your child. And more than everything else, have the belief that no matter what, your parenting is good. You have raised a child who can be strong enough to face the challenges of the world. And let go of the fear that it's, what if it fails. Have instead the confidence that they will have the resilience and strength to face any challenges no matter what. Thank you so much, everyone. It is absolutely been an honor speaking for you.
I'm actually a little bit overwhelmed to say anything right now. Let me take a moment and take a deep breath and please and request everyone. This is the finale. We are taking this 3-day summit. Oh my God, look at this beautiful families here. And yes, please everyone turn on your cameras. You may be seeing us for the last time. We may be seeing you for the last time. It's a very, very poignant moment. And I want to capture this moment. It doesn't matter. I hope we see you again. I hope we keep seeing you over and over again. This has been the most transformational 3 days for me. Because I have fulfilled my dream. I had seen this dream 8 years ago of holding a summit like this. And today it got fulfilled. And I am going to have a very good night's sleep and rest and enjoy myself for the next few days. And I wish all of you to continue this journey with us. This small action that you take today of coming into the epic past, epic toolkit, it can be the start of something big. And like Niranjan said, you can never connect the dots looking forward. आपको पीछे देख के समझ में आता है कि oh, I took that step, and this is why my life has changed. My family's trajectory has changed. Please believe us.
Ritika, I want to.
Will not understand it.
I want to end this moment with a huge round of gratitude for you all for doing this. I had told you so many times when you told the idea, the difficulties, the challenges that's coming, and you managed to pull this off, and it's just such a big success. I want to tell all of you a little bit about Ritika because Ritika has been telling a lot about us and all. So I lost my mother at a very young age, and even though Ritika is under my mentorship, she's my student. She has been my that missing mother force that is there, and she keeps giving me. So on my birthday, she gave me a crochet kit. She gives the best gifts, and I this gap in my life that was missing of having a maternal influence. I had recently on the pyramid summit. She gave me this. She said it looks exactly like me. Hatsi she gave me, and I have been listening to her podcast, in the gym, hearing all of it. And you guys are so glad that you have such a this super mom with all of you to guide you into this. She's like a mentor is nothing but like a mom, and when you are getting into her inner circle now, when you'll be learning from her, you are in right hands because the magic she's done with her kids, with her students, and with of course me. It's been just amazing. Thank you, Ritika, for doing this. Can we all commit that we are going to leave a very, very good testimonial of our 3 days on the group? Because it takes a lot of effort, guys, to do this, and Ritika has done this. So grateful, Ritika, for this. It's amazing.
How many of you are grateful for being here?
Sorry?
How many of you are grateful for being here? I want you to express your gratitude for being here. TY in the chat box. TY.
Thank you, all of you. Of course, it is all because of you that I feel fulfilled. Just imagine if nobody showed up. We have been promoting this event for the last almost a month very rigorously, and just imagine if no one would show up. It would have probably broken my heart, and I would probably never do anything like this again. But just because you came, you took the effort, you have changed so many people's destiny, at least mine, I know. And you can do that. Remember, power. Sajari always says something which I love. I don't know why she didn't say it in the summit. That if you cannot be the sun who lights up the world, at least be the lamp, the street lamp that lights up your street. Right? So you have that power to make that change in your family. You are very powerful for your family, and as you grow, your circle of influence will also grow. Start small. Start with your family, and slowly pull your circle of influence to include 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000, million. That's the journey that we are on. So thank you once again. Extremely grateful. The last time I'm not going to give you the Epic Pass ka link. You all have it. बहुत बार किया है. I'm just giving you the feedback वाला link. If you can just drop your feedback for the summit, for me, for all the speakers, share your love, and you know where to find me. If you still decide, if you don't decide to come into the Epic Pass, I'm